let's see this question. You have integrate from -2 until 3 for absolute value x dx. So first of all, let's open up absolute value x by definition. This is equal to x if your x is positive, and this is equal to negative x if your x is negative. This is very important because you want to split this limit here. So this limit traveled from minus number to positive 3. So we need to split according to the domain. So the domain that you need to split is at 0. Okay, so let's see what's the meaning here. So before x equal to 0, you need to use this function here. So whenever you have absolute value x, this is negative x. However, when your x is positive, you need to open up modulus x now is equal to x. So this is how you should split your limits here. So let's do this. So -2 until 0, this is absolute value x dx, plus the positive value is 0 until 3 for absolute value x dx. So let's open up our absolute value here. So for x less than 0, we'll use negative x. And for x more than 0, we will use absolute value x as equal to positive x. So now we are ready to integrate. So let's integrate. This is just minus x squared over 2. And fill in your limit from -2 until 0. And for this one, this is just x to the power of 2 over 2. And then fill in your limits from 0 until 3. Now let's fill in the limits here. Firstly, put in 0. And then minus, then put in the value of -2. Plus, and for this one, put in the value of 3 first. And then minus, put in the value of 0. So just solve this using calculator. Your final answer should be 13 over 2. Now let's see this one here. Integrate from -2 until 6 for absolute value 4 minus x dx. So we know that this is the basic absolute value formula, which we have done before. Absolute value x is equal to x if x is positive, and this is equal to negative x if x is negative. But now you don't have absolute value x, we have absolute value 4 minus x. So absolute value iam. Absolute value iam is equal to iam, positive iam, if your iam is more equal to 0, and this is equal to negative iam if your iam is less than 0. So be careful with the bracket here. Make sure you write the bracket. So now let's solve this. So this is just equal to this if, and let's solve the limits part. So let's do this. 4 minus x is more equal to 0. So bring 4 here. So negative x more equal to -4. So multiply both sides with -1. So x is less and equal to 4. So whenever you multiply something with negative, you need to flip the sign. So this is the limits for the first one. So this is equal to 4 minus x if x is less than equal to 4. And another one for the limit here, it must go to the opposite side, which is x more than 4. So meaning that when you have the domain 4, if it is before 4, you need to open up the absolute value to be 4 minus x. However, if your limit is x more than 4, you need to open up the absolute value as -4 minus x. So I hope you are clear now that you need to split the limit here from -2 until 6 according to the value of x equal to 4. So let's do this. The first part should be -2 until 4, and the second part should be from 4 until 6. So from -2 until 4, which is the number before the value of 4, we need to open up the modulus as 4 minus x. And for the limits 4 until 6, this is more than 4, so we need to substitute the value of modulus 4 minus x with -4 minus x. So now we are ready to integrate. So let's integrate this. This is just 4x minus x squared over 2. And put in your limits here from -2 until 4 plus, now let's integrate this one here. This is just -4x, and minus is plus, so plus x squared over 2. And put in your limits from 4 until 6. So now let's put in your limits. Whenever you see x, let's substitute with 4. Okay. And then minus, whenever you see x, let's substitute with -2. Okay, settle with that. Plus, let's see the second part. Whenever you see x, let us substitute with the value of 6. So this is it. Minus, and then let's fill in the lower limit 4. So whenever you see x, let's substitute with value of 4. So I finished inserting the values. So just use your calculator to solve this. And finally, you should find your answer it is equal to 20.